Abortion is a shameful thing. But listen to me. God's grace is greater still. Amen. Some of you have actively participated in the shamefulness of abortion. You've had abortions. You've encouraged someone to have abortion. Do you not realize that is just as shameful? You have supported the legalization of abortion. Do you not realize that is just as shameful? And though some of you may not have actively participated in abortion, many of you have also participated in passively supporting abortion. So, what I mean by that is you've been unconcerned about abortion because it doesn't directly affect you. So what does it matter if babies are being killed? It's not your family, it's not you. Oh, dear friends, you ought to be ashamed of that. You've turned a deaf ear to the pleas of those contending for life. You believe the lies of the politicians and activists who advocated for abortion. Or maybe you've never said this out loud, but in your heart of hearts, you've decided that some life isn't worth what other lives are worth. So the teenager who gets pregnant, well, maybe that abortion is not so bad. The drug addict who gets pregnant, living on the street and homeless, well, maybe that one's not so bad. The prostitute, well, maybe that one's not so bad. The family that has many, many children and can't afford to feed the kids they have, well, maybe that one's not so bad. You know what you're doing in your mind and your heart? You're saying, well, there's some life that's worthy of God's image, but other life is not. Oh, dear friends, you ought to be ashamed of that. Dear Christian, you should recognize the shame of sin and plead for the grace of God.